expansion being shelled by Nabi. Nabi is, wow, down to 3 SCVs for Freekill at the 12 o'clock expansion. Nabi is just starting to shell that command center, and I'm not sure, this is kind of a dangerous position, because as soon as those Wraith push up, they're going to be able to take this command center down, and I don't know that there's anything Freekill can do about it. Wow, beautiful game here by both these players, really exciting. Another Goliath being pushed up, command center is being lifted off, and we'll see if the Wraith now starts concentrating on the command center. The command center is actually being brought up front to try to do some spotting on these tanks. And just a group, there's a single tank and a group of SCVs trying to hold the gap. Two tanks coming in to support. A bunch of SCVs just trying to, getting some turrets up and trying to protect. Freekill's essentially contained in his own base. Nabi has about, I'd say, 5 tanks on the perimeter, as well as a couple Wraiths, and some turrets being put up inside the base. It looks like a turret is being put up right outside that location, and we'll see if this command center, looks like this command center will be able to pull it out, but that secondary is denied. And so, wow, so Nabi in a very strong position now, has a huge economic lead. Looks like he's produced a dropship alongside. He's producing an academy as well to get that additional spotting inside. He's got that secondary. He's got 4 factories up. He's got that armory down. He's got that starport starting to produce the dropships. In a very strong position now. Wraith looks like it almost got picked off near the front door. Their command center is being repaired. In the meantime, Freekill is stuffed in his own base. He's only got 3 factories up. He does have the academy down, starting to get his comsat station now. He also has the armory, obviously been producing Goliaths this entire time. He hasn't upgraded Weapons 1, hasn't had the resources really or the time to upgrade Weapons 1 in the meantime. He is completely contained, and I'm not sure if there's anything Freekill can really do at this point to get back in this game. I think he's just kind of waiting for a drop or some sort of death blow. It looks like more tanks being pushed up to reinforce, and now this is where the double gas is really starting to play a big factor. Double gas being taken by Nabi in the middle of the map, and it looks like a comsat went off. It looks like an attempted slow push here by Freekill to try to get out of his base. He did manage to take out 2 siege tanks at the lower position. A Wraith being tempted into the turret by the command center. It looks like he was doing some attack there. It looks like it is going to be tempted in and taken out, so no more spotting to the northern location. And it looks like a dropship is just kind of waiting outside. It looks like actually the dropship was being used for spotting to the just to the south of Freekill's base. More tanks pushing up and getting killed in transition, and this, if Nabi keeps being a little bit careless with his reinforcement, he might end up getting letting Freekill right back in this match. But still, I got to give it a lot of. I still got to give this to Nabi. He's in a pretty good position. Dropship getting a little too close there. Looks like still some shelling going on there. Almost lost the dropship there. Only 18 health left. And I think this is really just an indicator for Nabi to continue to put pressure on Freekill. Seeing that dropship has to make him nervous. Now a vulture inside that double gas, continuing to kill some SCVs. That's got to be frustrating. A little bit frustrating for Nabi. That's that vulture that was produced and managed to sneak out earlier. So 2 tanks. It looks like, yeah, 2 tanks pushing in to try to take care of that vulture. That vulture only has 15 health left. And a second dropship being pushed in. I'm not sure what ended up getting dropped in there. I ended up missing it there. Just pushing in, I think maybe just to get a spot there. But a lot of turrets, a lot of Goliaths up inside Freekill's base. He's really shelling up here, doing what Terrans do best. So in the meantime, Nabi's sending out a lot of vultures and catching the tanks out of siege position. Now it looks like he might be able to break the contain here. Still losing it. Looks like 2 tanks on the way. But yeah, it looks like he has managed to break that contain. Now setting up right back around his perimeter, but he's already behind economically. That 3rd expansion is already up. He still only has those 3 factories down, and in the meantime, we still have those 4 factories pumping on the opposite side from Nabi. I expect to see a couple more factories here just momentarily, and it looks like Nabi might be able to just momentarily reestablish that contain. Actually, no, it looks like he's going to back off here. He still has some drops. Actually, no, it looks like he's just going to regather his forces. He's got, looks like 7 tanks pushing up alongside the 2 Goliaths, going to reestablish contain, and a dropship spotting here additionally, and some Goliaths being dropped across the siege tanks toward the front. Doesn't look like they were dropped perfectly across the back tank, and now Freekill's kind of outward contain to try to defend his secondary is going to fail. Nabi is pushing up once again on Freekill's secondary. Looks like the secondary is once again gonna have to be lifted off, and beautiful positioning of the tanks at the perfect position outside the choke to be able to shell reinforcements as they're coming through. And now SCV's being brought off the line once again to try to attack these tanks, but there are 2 unsieged tanks to just the south of Freekill's base. So wow, Nabi doing an excellent job of just continuing with the pressure. Looks like Freekill with 2 tanks and a couple repair SCVs is going to be able to reestablish a protective contain here at his secondary. But beautiful maneuver there by Nabi, sending basically at the far left corner of Freekill's base, setting up siege tanks at that position so he can still continue to shell a little bit. Actually, doesn't looks like he's going to give that position up though. Now looks like he's just going to temp the lines. No, he's just going to push in with the rest of the siege tanks. He's going to continue to try to drive this home and make sure he takes this down, and continuing just knowing that he has the superior production, that he has the superior economy. More siege tanks being sent back by Free. It looks like he's only got 3 siege tanks left on contain versus the 4 siege tanks that are now pushing in. Now that command center of Freekill's at the secondary continually being shelled. It is in the red. He's going to have to lift it off. It's at 100 health, being repaired. I don't think it can stay up. It's 1 hit away from death. Freekill just barely manages to get a tank in siege position to save it, and it's continually being repaired. That was extremely close, but more reinforcements coming in from Nabi. He now has that double gas producing. It looks like he's only mining out of 1 gas, so he's at 3 gas versus just the essentially 1.5. I'm going to say 1/2 because the SCVs, they're getting killed essentially and having to repair on the secondary of Freekill's. So Nabi in a very strong position. Now we just see kind of a straight reinforcement line. A couple factories being put down outside of his base, near the front, I would say about at the 4 o'clock location to kind of reinforce more rapidly. And more tanks, just as soon as the tank goes down, more tanks are there to reinforce. More tanks are there to continue with the contain on Freekill. And it looks like the engineering bay that was being used for spotting for Freekill is going to get contained. 4 Goliaths, 4 tanks at the front for Nabi. Looks like he's just going to give up on this contain. No, he's going to continue to push in. That was a little ill-advised. Looks like he ended up just losing 5 tanks as a result there. Another ComSat. No, he's going to lose all of the tanks here. Doesn't look like he has anything to reinforce. Looks like he's just switching and he's going to just turn back into macro. Looks like he's loading up another dropship full of Goliaths. He's got another dropship near the front. Looks like he's going to do kind of a 2 dropship push. And now Freekill going aggressive here, knowing that he has to do something to really knock this down. Pushing out, and he managed to take a dropship that was just kind of out in the field. He's going to push out. Ooh, another dropship just being pushed out. Going to get caught with the 4 Goliaths. Oh, I'm sorry, it was a tank and 2 Goliaths. So 2 Goliaths going down inside the dropship to 3 Goliaths in the background. That single tank not doing a lot of damage. Another expansion going in the far upper left-hand corner from Nabi, but now as he 6 tanks bearing down on the double gas that Nabi had. And it looks like they're going to be able to siege on the inside, but more tanks, and actually it looks like 7 tanks, and I'm sorry, 7 Goliaths and a single tank starting to push in to try to contain that or to stop that. It doesn't look like it's going to happen though. Honestly, I think Nabi would be well advised to kind of lift this off, just give it up for the moment, and just kind of worry about the upper left-hand corner. It looks like a scout is going to go into the upper left-hand corner and check out Nabi's expansion there. So Freekill doing a good job of, and now another attack going in. Just a lot of Goliaths here, it looks like. A lot of Goliaths in a single tank going into Freekill's main. Freekill a little bit overextended with that pressure attack, and it looks like, wow, complete breach. The Goliaths marching right in. Level 1 weapons is upgraded for Nabi, so Nabi now has the upgraded advantage. Those tanks are going to have to stop shelling. Looks like Nabi did lose that double gas expansion, but Freekill looks like he's going to end up losing his natural expansion finally. But doing a good job of putting 2 siege tanks at the natural. Nabi not microing his Goliaths very well, losing a lot of them in the meantime, but doing a lot of damage to Freekill's SCVs. This is a crazy match. 12 o'clock location. I'm sorry, at Freekill's 12 o'clock location, he's just managing to fight this off with SCVs, but bleeding SCVs here in the meantime. More reinforcements starting to push up. Looks like Nabi's going to draw them back towards the 3 o'clock. Let's see if he decides to expand one more time. In the upper left-hand corner, we have a single SCV attacking that command center is up, and now Freekill pushing up. But it looks like that 4 tank push with those 3 Goliaths alongside is going to get ComSatted off. Wow, he's running right into 2 tanks and 5 Goliaths here of Nabi on the opposite side. No, looks like he's going to draw them back to the middle, running into a single tank that was just kind of hanging out in the field. And this has been a problem for Nabi's reinforcements keep getting picked off. Another tank headed to that direction. Looks like they're going to actually draw back around. But yeah, and sieging right on the stairway, right in the middle of the map, and in a really good position to hit both groups here, both the reinforcements and the attack group that looks like it was going to press in. And 2 tanks with a 1/3 mischance versus 4 tanks on the ridge. Not good situation for Nabi, but Nabi has managed to get established a pseudo-contain just to the south of Freekill's base, being able to shell, looks like a single turret there. Freekill, at this point, he's starting to run to a bad economical situation. Looks like Nabi has, managed to even get SCVs up to the upper left-hand corner. And I think this is kind of a calculated risk here. And now a dropship pushing in with some Goliath turrets. Probably going to be able to take that dropship out, but not before the Goliaths take the single containing tank. Now 4 Goliaths essentially free, taking down some turrets inside Freekill's base. And Freekill's going to GG there, just too far behind. The Goliaths inside his base could not keep it up. So it looks like Freekill going to GG. Looks like Nrg taking game 2 excellent game. Nabi taking it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Once again, thanks for listening.